I'm a friend of Chaim's. Came out here today to start planning our jam session. I was 18 years old. My dad had thrown me out of his house, sent me away. I'd gone to live with my sister, and there was my mother, schizophrenic, drug addict, alcoholic, abusive, heavily abusive. At the end of that summertime, my mother committed suicide. At the end of that year, at the end of that school year, I came home one day and I sat down in a chair, and this thought came into my mind that says, Dave, what are you going to do with your life? I looked across the living room, and over on the refrigerator was the same gun that my mom had used to kill herself. And I went, this is it, this is the way, bingo. So I got up to get out of the chair, and I got up out of the chair, took the first step or so, and then suddenly I could feel a presence in this room, almost next to me. Suddenly I heard a voice inside of me that says, Dave, don't be afraid. Tomorrow I want you to read my book. I sat back down on the chair, and it's just like a light came on. And I knew that this was the way. And I said, okay, God, if this is real, and if I'm really hearing your voice, then I want you to be my teacher. And I want you to teach me what you want me to learn from this book. And that's been 32 years ago. And in that time, I've hitchhiked through 30 to 50 states, 20 countries around Europe and North Africa. I'm now living in Israel for 20 years. I've done many great things, fun in life, and had many great adventures. And if you can just open that little if window and say, if maybe there's a God out there, then I think you're going to be in for quite a surprise.
Consider donating to Restoration and be a part of fulfilling God's prophetic plan for this hour.
Very challenging. So I left. I had a good job in America. I was doing surveying, construction surveying, building subdivisions and roads and highways and stuff. And I fasted for 2 weeks. Finally, the power for that was gone. I sat down. I took the first bite of food, and it was like someone poured oil inside of me. And I could feel this oil just come and just go all the way down. And when it hit the floor or through my toes, it's just, I heard this voice clear as a bell. Go back to Israel now. Go home. And that was it. 5 days later, we had sold everything, given it away, and we were sitting in an airplane in the airport. So that's how I got back here. And that's my word, open the if window. I don't know where you are in life, but I mean, I'm sure I can understand. I know what it means to stare death in the eyes many times over. And if you can just open that little if window and say, if maybe there's a God out there, then I think you're going to be in for quite a surprise.